Good. Scotty, down 15 minutes or less than 7 minutes remaining. Rise fouls out 4:25 mark. You ran 8 players all night. How did you manage to pull off that comeback, and how proud are you of the group right now?
Well, I'm always proud of the group every single time we go to play, just in general. You know, sometimes we do get smacked around, and I'm always for them, and they're always trying to do the right thing. And I think we just found a way to win and grinded it down in the second half there and solved a few problems. But ultimately, we got them back to more of a half-court game to where we like to play. And then, you know, we were just lucky in the last 3 or 4 minutes to make some really good plays and finally get a couple consecutive stops in a row. And it's just a gritty win. You know, we say grit and grind with the JackJumpers, and that probably amplifies it as much as anything we've done.
You guys have been such road warriors early. You've had to be. I mean, a win like this under the circumstances, I mean, can that really set you up for the season moving forward? Well,
I think it just, you know, allows you to have a breath, first of all, and enjoy this for a minute. And we have been on the road quite a bit, and anytime you sneak one out of there, you just stay humble and get out of town as quick as you can. And for us to, you know, post a few wins already on the road in some difficult circumstances is just a tribute to these guys. You know, I think the week off kind of helped us in some ways. Maybe we're a little bit too sluggish defensively in the first half and some things, but I just thought it was a very gritty effort across the board for us.
54 points in the paint. It seemed like in the first and second quarters that kind of set the tone for it. Was that a big key to the game, to actually getting inside?
Yeah, we wanted to put some pressure on them. I thought we were settling a little bit too much early on, and you know, we wanted to get the ball in the magnet as much as we possibly could to put some stress on them and make them guard. And I thought he did a wonderful job all night, and really composure in the huddles and just leading our group. And I thought he was really, really good for us. And then this kid, you know, played a hell of a second half for us, just on both sides of the ball. And he's got such a big upside, and obviously we're very excited about him. But he had a hell of a game himself.
How many game winners is that for your career?
That's the first one.
But what was that game like for you from the play perspective?
Yeah.
As you had a hell of a second half in particular.
Yeah, lots of up and downs, but we just kind of stuck in there at the end, kept getting stops, and we were able to make a play at the end.
Coming into this group, and everybody talks about Scott, this unbelievable culture it's developed. I mean, can you speak to that a little bit, how it's been for you coming into this program?
Yeah, I've loved it. It's been awesome since day one. We just kind of focus on our teammates and kind of helping them any way we can, and just really about the culture and putting our teammates first.
Now you go into a 5-game homestand. I mean, how huge is that going to be to kind of at least be able to sleep in your own bed for an extended period of time, but go to that fantastic environment, My State Bank Arena, and try and build into the season? Yeah,
definitely. It's going to be nice going back home, build some momentum. Yeah, it's been a long road trip this first part of the season, but now we'll be able to lock in back at home in front of the fans, and excited for it.
Did you know you were onto something today? I feel like you went up to put that poster on KD early in the game. Did you know at that point that you were in for a big day?
No, I was just kind of being aggressive and making a play. It was just more about, getting stops and focus on my job, and then kind of helping my teammates.
Just defensively, you kept the scores over that last 3.5 minutes. What was the key to knocking down some good players who were, strong in the clutch?
Yeah, I thought they did a nice job early on with some of their ball movement and hurt us a little bit in the pick and roll. And in the last 3 or 4 minutes, we kept going back and forth, putting a smaller lineup out on the floor to see if we could just kick the ball in front and do a little bit more switching and put a little more pressure on someone like Galloway, who was quite comfortable shooting the 3 ball and get him into the paint. So I think we just got the ball leveled off and made them take tough contested shots. And then we were lucky enough to have some really good rebounds and box outs finally, and it allowed us to get the ball out and get down the floor a little bit.
And as Matt touched on, you've got a homestand now, 5-3 coming into this. You must be pretty pleased with how the season's gone so far.
Well, I think that this, you're lucky to be where you're at, and we're thankful. But it's for us the process. And listen, we have some home games coming in, but 2 of them are in the Silver Dome, and we can't win in that building to save our life. Our fans are unbelievable up there, and they deserve better from us in general. But we haven't been able to win games in the Silver Dome, and 2 of them are in there. But you're just trying to build a little bit of momentum and confidence amongst the group. And it was great to have Majuk Dang back. He's going to take a couple days to get his rhythm back, and then on the horizon, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we get DJ back, and Woodhill and Drimmick probably is a week away once his back settles. So we still have some guys that are still on the mend, and to keep our head above water, which I've been saying probably too much and too long over this stretch, and hopefully get to the FIBA break in some kind of halfway decent position.
Anybody on Zoom? Chris?
Actually, yeah, if I can jump in quickly. Nick, you've played against the JackJumpers and seen from afar this culture that is so strong. And now, it feels like tonight was a perfect example of it. I mean, you're down and out almost with 6 minutes to go, but then from there, without Bryce, you outscored them 20-4 and scored the last 12 points. How would you sum up just the culture and the belief within the JackJumpers?
Just grit and grind. We just kind of, find a way, get stops one stop at a time, and keep making plays at the end.
Obviously, you had that big moment at the end, but you had a big game overall, and Scott has been, very high on you right from the start of the season. What is it like knowing that the coach has got that confidence in you to start you and give you big opportunities and then to take them?
Yeah, it's really nice to have that opportunity, but I'm just grateful for my teammates who kind of are on me and encouraging me to make plays, and they helped me tonight and through that. Yeah.
And Scott, what about the big man combination? I mean, you touched on Magnay's effort at both ends of the floor, but Josh Bannon was massive again tonight, and I know they stuffed up a defensive rebound at the end, but aside from that, they had a massive night, and it looked like you had a real focus offensively to go inside to those two guys as well tonight, as well as what they do defensively.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously trying to stop the bleeding of just, taking poor possessions offensively and at least put some pressure on them somehow or another and get the ball interiorly below the foul line to have them try to attack. And they both did a wonderful job out there. And now you add Majuk Dang back in there that can open the floor up once he gets his rhythm going to shoot the ball. So those three guys together are wonderful guys, and they're obviously tough-minded guys, and Magnay and Bannon are as tough as they come, and I thought they were just ferocious, especially in the second half, of just the work rate on both ends of the floor. And I can't talk enough about Magnay's leadership in this game and just in the huddles and halftime, and I really didn't have to say too much, and he was just on point, and I think that's a growth thing for him with his leadership for his first time.
And are you happy that he cut the hair off?
Yeah, well, if he does this, then if there's a correlation, then he could go bald for all I care.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. See you.